Meanwhile, throughout this city, there are stories of challenges, successes, and opportunities. And they're not just the kind of change that changes the world. Sometimes they just change lives. Just recently, the City Rescue Mission graduated 100 men and women in its Bridge to Life program. This program is a perfect example of citizens seeking the help they need to create a better life for themselves and for their families. No question, it wasn't easy. No question, it didn't happen overnight. But many of them now have a car and a job, and if they continue to work hard, it's likely they'll have a promising future. I know many of you in this room invested in this city by donating to the City Rescue Mission. You helped make it happen. By the way, there's 100 more people in their current program right now. We could also use that level of generosity at our 211 center. 211 is the phone number that you call when you don't know whom to call. People who need help with issues involving mental illness, involving domestic violence, can call 211 and they will get directed to the resources available. In times of economic stress, 211 can be a valuable resource for you to see what help is available. 211 needs volunteers, and it can always use money for operations. And I believe if more people knew about 211, we could in turn cut down on the number of times that our police officers are called into action to deal with mental illness and domestic violence. We need people to seek help earlier. 211 is a great system to get people the help they need. It doesn't cost the caller anything, but that's why it needs your support. Meanwhile, our police department is more active than ever in combating truancy. We believe that our new initiative, which is working with the schools and gets the police more actively involved, can in turn get our families more engaged in their kids' education. We've got to keep kids in school. A kid on the streets, either as a truant or a dropout, is much more likely to wind up in prison or worse. And we are committed to battling truancy in this city and the resulting social consequences that come with it. Our police department, by the way, is pretty impressive. And although anytime you look at crime statistics, you need to do so with a discerning eye, here's two undeniable facts. Our homicide rate in 2008 went down. The number of drive-by shootings in 2008 declined. We have no tolerance for crime in Oklahoma City. We fight it 24 hours a day. We fight it 7 days a week. We fight it 12 months a year. And many of you have heard me say, it doesn't matter how many NBA teams you have, if you don't feel safe in your own neighborhood, your quality of life is not very high. Now, switching to education, despite what you hear, the state and this city are doing better. There are lots of success stories at the university level, and more kids are attending pre-K and kindergarten classes. These are positive steps. In Oklahoma City, we have reason to be proud of our graduation rates. We studied the 24 districts in the private schools that serve kids who live in Oklahoma City. We studied their graduation rates, and we found that the graduation rate in Oklahoma City mirrors the state rate. Now, it's difficult to compare and prove because graduation rates aren't typically broken down by city, but we believe that we're one of the very few, if not the only large city in the country where our high school graduation rate is reflective of the state average, because in city after city, the rate is lower in big cities than it is in rural areas or small and medium-sized cities. In Oklahoma City, that is not the case. Kids are graduating. We are also making significant progress in animal welfare. We have growing relationships with charitable organizations that have allowed us to increase our efforts to spay and neuter animals. And finally, the number of animals being euthanized from year to year is declining, and adoptions are up. At City Hall, we're working on new ways to fund ambulance care. We're working on new ways to get homeless people into permanent housing. We're working on new ways to provide parking in all areas of downtown. We're working on new ways to be green. We're working on new ways to expand our Amtrak service. And we continue to maintain our reputation for compassion. In September, when a hurricane hit the coast, we hosted 1,700 people in an emergency evacuation. Let me conclude by revisiting the health initiative that we began 1 year ago. You'll recall our goal was to encourage each other to place a higher priority on our health, and we created and promoted this website to help facilitate our efforts to fight obesity. The website is thiscityisgoingonadiet.com. The results are nothing short of incredible. We're on the website live there now, and I don't know if you can see the number because the counters are constantly going up. We have almost 26,000 people that have signed up on this website. They've combined to lose over 302,000 pounds. That's about 11 pounds apiece. This website has had visits from all 50 states and over 100 different countries. In one day alone, over 150,000 people visited this website. People are keeping an eye on us and our commitment to doing better in health. I want to thank the media for pushing this website, because the media is the one that pushes the website domain and encourages more people to seek help that they need. And for whatever reason, this initiative has caught on and is gaining some traction. Obesity is a nationwide problem, but we are committed to doing better. Now, we have a lot of work to do. The statistics indicate that we have over 300,000 obese people in Oklahoma City. So there's a lot of people that can still go to the website and sign up and still work on a healthier lifestyle. And also, let me remind you business owners, this is not just for individuals. This website is set up where you can go handle groups. So you could put your employees on there in a group situation, or your church could get involved as a group. And you can compare yourself with other churches or other businesses if you'd like, but it's all behind the scenes activity, but it allows you in a certain way to get involved in a group as opposed to having to lose weight and take care of your health individually. Our message in the second year of this program is very simple. For whatever reason, if you chose not to get involved in 2008, consider going to the website and taking part in 2009. Because the time to lose weight is not when the mayor says. The time is when you're ready. And when you're ready, this community and this website is going to be here for you. And again, the address is thiscityisgoingonadiet.com. Well, 2008 was a really important year for us. It will always be remembered as the year we truly believed we were Major League. And throughout that process, we discovered who we were. The NBA team, the announcement of our newest skyscraper, gosh darn it, for the first time, one of our kids even won the Heisman Trophy. The world is taking note about all the great things we have taking place here. We have been seeking this higher platform for a long time. We have been striving for a more visible stage to illustrate our ability to perform and our ability to create jobs in a world-class city. Virtually every other city in the United States is having to make changes. They are lowering their services, they are lowering their standards, they are lowering their expectations. We are not them. We need to keep doing what we're doing. Be fiscally conservative, dream big, and work hard. I'm proud to be your mayor. Thank you for coming today. And that was the State of the City address given on Thursday, January 15th at the Cox Convention Center in downtown Oklahoma City. Once again, my thanks to the Chamber of Commerce and my thanks to the audience that day at the Cox Center. And my thanks to you for joining us on this edition of the Mayor's Magazine.